Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. The remains of Private First Class Burton J. McQueen returned home to Kentucky tonight, 78 years after he was killed. McQueen, who's from Jackson County, died in France in 1944, 6 months before World War II ended. His funeral has been set for October 16th at the Veterans Memorial Park in McKee. The 20-year-old's remains arrived, as you see there, at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport shortly after 9 p.m. before being escorted back to eastern Kentucky. Now, new at 11, state police are investigating a shooting in McCreary County. The incident took place Thursday night on Claude Bryant Road. The McCreary County Sheriff's Department was notified of a fight between Philip T. Dobbs and Darrell E. Threet. Police say Threet shot Dobbs. Dobbs was taken to Lake Cumberland Hospital in Pulaski County, but later flown to the University of Kentucky Hospital, where he remains in stable condition. The case will be presented to the McCreary County grand jury. This week we saw COVID-19 numbers continue to come down from a peak just a few weeks ago. And while there is still work to be done to keep up the trend, public health officials are watching for new and emerging variants of the virus. So far, they are not seeing anything that would be as bad as the Delta variant, but they want to remind you that being vaccinated is your best protection.
There's some other variants on the horizon, and that's one of the importance of vaccination to try to slow down the spread of this virus to keep it from mutating further.
For now, public health officials say they are taking a wait-and-see approach and focusing on prevention. The Commonwealth's positivity rate and hospitalization numbers continue to decline. Governor Beshear announced 2,145 new cases of COVID today, increasing the statewide total to 710,364. There were 31 new deaths, bringing the death toll to 9,053. Among those that died was a young Kentuckian at the age of 41. The positivity rate is a little less than 8.5% now. You can always find the latest COVID information on our website at WYMT.com. Using $14,000 worth of their budget, Whitesburg officials are trying to save the city's pool. Being closed since 2019, city leaders decided it was time to try and repair and renovate the pool, as well as complete an additional splash pad. Mayor Tiffany Kraft says the plan is to hopefully start construction next year.
No one wants to see this pool closed because it's a big part of city history. And a lot of people here spent their childhood. I myself took swimming lessons down here, and I mean, it means a lot to people. And rather than us just filling it full of dirt and covering it up, I'm not willing to do that.
While there is no plan set in place yet, Kraft says they want to have the pool open next summer. Roughly 200 refugees are expected to arrive in Bowling Green, Kentucky between now and March following the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. The first two flying into Nashville last night. They were welcomed into their new apartment today in Bowling Green. The refugees are a husband and wife. Hanzala Nuristani says he worked for the Afghan military and he was advised to leave the country as soon as possible because he was in danger. He says he took his wife and got on about the 10th plane out of Afghanistan.
I received a phone call from the United States Army. They told me you have to figure out a way to bring yourself and your family to the airport. My mom, dad, brothers, and sisters are still there in Afghanistan.
Hanzala and his wife have been in the United States for 48 days total. Before flying into Nashville, they were at an Army base in New Jersey. The International Center in Bowling Green will spend the next 90 days getting them acclimated and helping them find a job. A one-of-a-kind experience is becoming a hit in Laurel County. Fanny Carroll's Pop-Up Picnics is an outdoor experience in the back of the Swanner family's backyard. Inspired by seeing this concept while in Virginia Beach, owners Richie and Billy Swanner decided to bring the idea home. Picnic goer Brooke Binge says it's a unique experience.
You're excluding yourself from the outside world. You get enough of that. I mean, and that's the thing. And then with COVID, you know, that's a great option. You're not with a bunch of people. If you're scared to go out, come have a pop-up picnic. I mean, it's great.
For details on the picnics or how to book your own customizable one, you can visit our website. A new location for small startups to test the waters with their business ideas has made its way to Pike County. Shops at 225 opened at 5 o'clock this afternoon in downtown Pikeville with 6 different startups under one roof. The goal is to have the startups grow out of the small space and return to downtown Pikeville as successful brick and mortar businesses.
This concept, this under one roof concept, is a great way for somebody with a business idea to test that idea. And you can come to this space, you can share space with others, reduce your overhead costs, and really test your concept and see if it's going to work.
Shops at 225 is also hosting a wine tasting and retail gating on Saturday, tomorrow, from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Big Blue Smokehouse in Hazard has moved to a new location, expanding their space as well as their menu. The local barbecue restaurant has moved to the former location of Coal River Grill in the Hazard Village Shopping Center. This new location comes equipped with a pizza oven, which means pizza has been added to the menu. Not only will they be serving classic pizzas, but they also have a few original flavors.
We've got 9 pizzas that we're doing. 5 that are traditional, then 4 that are the Big Blue Smokehouse version of pizza, from barbecue brisket to pulled pork, barbecue chicken, and kind of our quirky one is going to be fried bologna. We have a fried bologna pizza with a honey mustard base that is actually extremely delicious.
That sounds pretty good. Along with the new menu items, Big Blue Smokehouse has added more seating and more parking for customers. The Jenny Wiley Festival just wrapped up its 3rd day as officials prepare for the final day tomorrow. Those involved expect an even better turnout for Saturday, with music planned all day, a parade to hit Main Street, and more food and fun to fill the hours. They say it's a great way to keep a 40-year tradition going, celebrating the woman whose name it shares.
And to be able to share the story of this really strong pioneer female figure in Appalachia, the fact that this festival is able to share her story that was so impactful for our region I'm pretty proud of that too.
In the spirit of celebrating everyone in the community, a sensory tent is also available near City Hall to accommodate those who may be overstimulated by the sights and sounds of the festivities. The 73rd Daniel Boone Festival kicked off Monday in Barberville, offering festival goers several food vendors, hands-on activities, and live entertainment. One important factor at the festival is the partnership with the Cherokee Natives. The Eastern Band Cherokee tribe out of North Carolina attends the festival each year to sell their crafts, perform native dances, and also to sign a cane treaty, a festivity that began when the festival originated.
It's honestly amazing because a lot of people don't know this, but this was actually Cherokee land. Like, this was Cherokee land, and now that we're coming up here, get to speak to people, we run into a lot of people that have ancestry with Cherokees, Creeks, Choctaws, like that sort of thing.
The Daniel Boone Festival will continue through tomorrow night. The country band Diamond Rio performed tonight.
Well, we watched a few showers throughout the region this afternoon and this evening, though those are becoming fewer and fewer in number now. Not a bad sunset you see on our time-lapse camera from I-64 at Moorhead. So watching, though, a little bit of fog. We saw that. In fact, you're going to see some from the Perry Central game here in a little bit during our Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. Highs this afternoon. You see where the clouds set up during the day. Prestonsburg and Pikeville only got to 72. Meanwhile, Richmond got to 82. Monticello got to 80. All of us right now getting down into those middle 60s, even some lower 60s along the Tennessee border. That's something we're going to continue to watch. This is just about the only game in town, just north of I-64 in northern Rowan County. A few downpours. That's about it. Everything else moving on out of the region. A few showers in Buchanan County where they had a flash flood warning in effect earlier. They've seen quite a bit of rain over the past couple of days. A few more into portions of Mingo and Logan counties in West Virginia. But everything hitchhiking on out of here. we're setting up for a really nice weekend. You see just a couple of showers trying to get going. I don't think they're going to make too much progress. So as we head through the night tonight, showers diminish or dry as we start the day on Saturday. Could we see a couple of showers tomorrow? It's possible, but I think most of us are dry and right around 80 degrees, cooling off quick tomorrow night into those upper 50s. And then by Sunday, a beautiful afternoon turns into a beautiful evening. Nothing but sunny skies, eventually turning to clear skies, with those lows getting down into the upper 60s. Headed up to Lexington tomorrow for the Cats Cast. Upper 60s to near 70 at kickoff. Halftime sitting at 68 and 65 for the final whistle between LSU and Kentucky. Otherwise, going to be a nice weekend for the finish to some of those festivals as well. Maybe, again, a stray shower Saturday, but otherwise we're looking good into the low 80s for much of the work week. We could see a shower or two Tuesday into Wednesday, but our next rain chance doesn't look to move in until the end of next week. Plenty of time to watch that, but first, get out and enjoy an absolutely beautiful weekend. Steve?
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Evan, and thank you for joining us tonight. But stay right there. The Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime is coming your way next. Have a great weekend, everyone.